you for being here today. I wanted to come to Detroit, and after this I'm going to go to Lansing because I want to talk about another economic plan for America.
Yes.
And here's why. America's had a basic economic plan for a long time, and it's been do whatever the giant corporations want.
Boo!
Yeah, in fact, help them out, right? And here's the problem. Those giant corporations, they're not loyal to America.
That's right.
They're not loyal to American workers. They are loyal to one thing, their own profits. Yeah. Their profits and their shareholders. By the way, about a third of those shareholders aren't even Americans.
Right.
They're foreigners. So think about that. You've got these giant companies, and they're companies that like to call themselves American companies. Levi Jeans, proud American company, manufactures 2% of their products here in America. The rest are all jobs somewhere else. Think about that, right? General Electric, proud, huge American company, right? Just announced they're closing another plant in Wisconsin, moving it across the border to Canada so more Canadians can have good jobs. Look, their bottom line is if they can make a nickel by sending your jobs somewhere else, they'll do it. Well, I'll tell you this, those giant corporations, they may not care about American workers, but I do, and I'm willing to fight for it. And willing to create 1.2 million new good jobs here in America. So here's the fun part. This is how this happens. Here's where it starts. We have a climate crisis in this country.
We do.
A threat to the very existence of every living thing on this planet. We need to be all in to fight this climate crisis. All in. And not just here in America, but all around the world. This is a worldwide problem. So, here's how I see this. What is it going to take to save our planet? And the answer is it's going to take a whole lot of new science, a whole lot of R&D, and a whole lot of manufacturing, technological manufacturing. My plan is let's do all that right here in the United States. So here's how it goes. This is going to be a big plan for bold structural change. Here's how it goes. It starts out by saying we're going to increase our investment in green R&D, in technology by tenfold here in the United States.
Yes.
But listen to the hook. Anybody who wants to use that technology, it has to be for manufacturing those products right here in the United States of America. American taxpayers pay for it, then it ought to be producing American jobs.
That's right.
That's part one. So that's part one. Part two, I commit to $1.5 trillion in new purchasing by the federal government of this green technology.
Yes.
We can use that money both to clean up America and to create the kind of demand that will create those jobs all across America.
Yes.
That's part two. like I said, this is not just a problem here in America. We could get ourselves to zero net emissions by 2030, and that's still only about 20% of the problem. We've got a worldwide problem. So here's part 3 of the proposal. We're going to develop the new technology here in the US. We're going to manufacture the new technology here in the United States, and then we're going to sell it all around the world. We're going to put the real resources into selling it, into finance, into currency. Right now, the Chinese spend 100 times more than we do marketing their goods around the world. That stops as soon as I'm president of the United States. So we just got an independent analysis of this plan, and here's what it does for us. It will produce 1.2 million new jobs right here in America. Good job. Good job. And how do we pay for it? Got it all. I always have a plan. Got it all. Basically, by cutting the subsidies for the oil and gas industry. Making sure that every big corporation, I'm looking at you, Amazon, who paid 0 in taxes. That every big corporation pays its fair share in taxes. You want to be an American company? Then make a contribution to running this country. So I'm excited to be here to talk about this, and I'll tell you why. America's faced huge challenges before. World War II, put a man on the moon. This environmental catastrophe bearing down on us may be the biggest challenge yet. But how do we beat it? How do we beat it? We do it by what we've always done as Americans. We invest in science, in innovation, and in American workers. That's how we're going to do this.